Good afternoon, you beautiful bunch of Battenbergs. How are we? Can you guess what I'm going to be talking about today? Wrong. Not gnomes, even though he is a cool gnome. That's the gnome my wife's been painting. I found it in a skip and she's been painting that up. It's called Graham. Now I'm here to talk about books, and more to the point, possessions. How are we all doing? All right. Sorry, I didn't get to you on Saturday. It was my birthday, so the wife took me out for a lovely pub lunch, which ended up being most of the night in the beer garden with a karaoke machine, and I may have had a bit too much shandy, but hey, what birthdays are for? Don't celebrate your 40th for nothing. Anyway, let me get to the point. I have got my lighter that I've been looking for, my brass Zippo lighter. I wanted something with a bit of character and history and a story behind it. And we went to Bury St Edmunds on Monday, yesterday, to a really old tobacconist, 100 years old it was called. It's called Lawford's. Look, they even sell branded pipe cleaners, which is a sign of the times, really, isn't it? Let's face it. Don't get a price tag on it, which is a sign of the times. But anyway, so I finally got my brass lighter. Now it is new, and it is a generic kind of pipe lighter, but the story behind it, A, I got it on my birthday, which is pretty cool, and B, turns out that tobacconist is the last remaining brick and mortar one in Suffolk. So that's a pretty cool story, isn't it? I mean, that'll age over time, that'll be with me, but that's the last one. If that ever closes, I've got pipe cleaners and I've got a lighter from the last ever brick and mortar tobacconist. That is, I'll take that for the win. So yeah, so we're in my backyard today. We're in my humble abode. We're in my reader's paradise. We are in my fortress of solitude, as Superman would call it. I don't look anything like Superman. But, so we're going to load up a pipe. I've already just had one, actually. But it is a 2-pipe evening, I think. There isn't a cloud in the sky. So today, I am smoking a bit of Early Blake. This is nice. This is my wife's favourite. Really nice. Oh, that smells so good. It smells so good. Right, let's crumble that up, and I'll tell you about my weekend. So yes, we went to the last ever tobacconist. We've done a little bit of shopping, and we went for a pub meal. We just enjoyed the weekend. But the reason we are in my garden right now is because Suffolk is suffering from a lot of wildfires in there due to the drought and the extreme heat. You'll have to excuse me. I've just got home from work. Thought I'd come and have a sit and a chat before the chaos of the kids and the wife return. They've gone out somewhere. They've gone down the beach. So so there's a lot of drought and wildfires going on at the moment in Suffolk. So to be a bit cautious, I'm not. We got to look out for each other. The farmers are on high alert. I don't want to be smoking a pipe down in a cornfield and woof, the whole place goes up. Yes, it was the Barefoot Rambler. That was him. He had a pipe. It just takes one person to spot me, and that's it. So today we're just going to chill in my back garden. We're going to talk about one of the passions in my life, which is this humble black book and how it changed my life. Let's crumble this up, get it loaded up, and we'll talk books and smoke a pipe. Hope you're all well. Hope you're good. I have got in my mug today a beautiful cup of tea. Tea bag, water first. You know who you are. Savage. Murder to the tea bag. But I won't say no more. Each their own. Each to their own. Load this up. The only problem with flake is you seem to get more everywhere else than actually where you need it. Well, that's done that. Yeah. Here's to you. Hmm. Oh, nothing better than getting home from work. Hot, sweaty day. Nice pipe and a cup of tea. So yeah, let's talk books. Let's talk diaries. Let's talk possessions. Because there's a resurgence going on at the moment, which I'm so happy to be a part of people collecting CDs, DVDs, going back to analogue stuff, typewriters, you know. And for me, the book is the most analogue thing you can get. You can learn so much from just a couple of books. And I love sitting out in the evening, it's either in my house or here or down in the summer house, and just reading a book, just learning, just getting other people's opinions and views on life, even if they're dead or alive. Like we've got Marcus Aurelius, Meditations, one of the greatest books ever written, thousands of years old, and yet still true to this day. Amazing. Or Harry Potter, if you want to go to a wizarding world, if you want to go out into space, or if you want to go out into space, or if you want to go to a flat earth, you know, books are amazing. Tolkien, anything to do with Tolkien, these books are fantastic. Got a whole collection of them. They're just breakdowns of each character and stuff. I mean, I'm a pagan, but I even have King James Bible. I mean, I have kind of read it, and it sits next to, on my bookshelf, which gets a few eyebrows rolling when people come round and see the God delusion next to God. I think I'm a bit of a nutter. Which I am. But my greatest love of books are ones that teach you stuff. Amazing book. Amazing. read it back to back. In fact, it was probably my second one. This one, I've got 2 copies of it. I've got the big copy and I've got the mini one. Now this lives in my bag. And this is always say less than necessary. Lesson law number 4. And then it tells you a little judgment. And whenever I'm at work and I'm getting stressed or annoyed with the office staff or customers, or I look in my book on my lunch break and I have a little read of it. And it relaxes me. It meditates me. I think in today's world, especially in men, we've stopped reading, and I don't know why. Like, I work with 2 other lads, and they just sit next to me on their lunch break. They scroll TikTok, watching, teenagers do silly little dances or how-to in 5-minute videos. And it's just, for me, it's brain rot. I mean, some people might enjoy it, but I don't know. So this, to me, is my analogue world. We've gone back to the CD and the vinyl, which I'm a little bit dubious about because vinyl was a pain in the ass. But we're going back, and I think there'll be a renaissance. I think in a few years' time, we'll have a modern renaissance where people have just had enough of technology. All I ever keep seeing is AI is going to go crazy. AI is going to take over the world. And I couldn't give a shit. Couldn't. It's not going to take my job. It's not going to drive a lorry. I'd rather just stay away from it. And in the evening, I'm reading this one at the moment. I just started it. It's about the forest and just nature and being back out in nature. I do use baseball cards as my bookmarks. If anyone knows him, supports that team, give me a holler. Let me know if he's good or not. I don't know. But it's just... But yeah, books. I love psychology books. I love the mind. I love working it out, because it's not about thinking that you're smarter than somebody else. It's learning that you're not actually as smart as you think you are. And that's what I love more than anything. By the way, this is a great book if you've ever got, if you've got to go to a meeting, you have it in your bag, and you just pull this out and put it on the desk while you're rummaging through your bag and people look at it. It's a great conversation starter. It's a great book as well. I mean, I've only got to page 41, but books, wisdom, daily little stoics, things about habits, how we get addicted to things as human beings, and how we can break the cycle and get out of them. Because addiction is one of the biggest things for human beings. And it doesn't have to be drugs and alcohol, gambling, TV, and laziness, diets, anything. Anything is a habit. And we are the most addictive creatures on this planet to have a habit. And to learn what to do, I find fascinating. I'm rabbiting on, I'm just enjoy a bit of my life. But yeah, that is my love of books. Courage, discipline, Seneca, legend, a dude, slave. He was a slave and he wrote that book, and it's become an amazing book. Shit. even books how to deal with my children sometimes help. But what came out of my love of books, probably during COVID, was another passion, which is this little black book, which is a diary, or journaling, as us grown-ups will call it. There was one of the guys at work who saw me writing in my brain farts book, and oh, you've got a diary. Oh, you 12-year-old girl. I was like, oh. So I write shit down. I'm a 90s kid. I've got a short memory, but I've got loads of them. I've got absolutely loads of them, and they all do different things. This is all proverbs. These are all things that I need to. My stoic proverbs. I write good ones down. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Yeah, I've got a whole page on money as well. Still shit with money, but my proverbs book. And this is my dog walking book. This goes in my dog walking bag. And I do poetry and just draw pictures of the tree. You know, not advertising you guys, but you're good. There's a poem about flies that I wrote. All fucking prissy flies. Everyone writes poetry, but no one actually likes listening to it, do they? Let's face it. But it is good. It's good. It's a good little whim. It's good enjoyment. Oh, thinking of starting a YouTube channel, and then me waffling on about what I'd actually waffle on about, and if anyone actually cares, I don't know. And then I've got this one. Now this is my brain farts. This comes everywhere with me. Every time I've been on a dog walk, every time you see me in a video, every time I go to the shop, this lives in my pocket. This is literally just brain farts. There's some Monopoly money if the kids were playing Monopoly. Miami Heat sticker, because, you know, why not? Anything. If I meet someone and I don't know, can't remember their name, I'll write it in here, like Steve, the man at the bus stop with a wonky eye. The next time I'm at the bus stop and I see the dude with the wonky eye, I remember his name is Steve. But nothing is written on this page. It's complete waffle. It's complete waffle. Sometimes it's a shopping list. Sometimes it's a sardine wrapper. I had some sardines for my lunch. Stamp that's been used. A receipt. What is that receipt? Whoa. What is that for? You know, it's in there for a reason. It's just a little brain farts. And I think that we should start having these again. We all had them back in the day. And somewhere along the lines, we've kind of just forgotten how to write and journal and write down our thoughts and our notes and worry. This is my big one. This is where I kind of practice my handwriting and sit down and write whimsical little stories about my day. I haven't written in here for a while, but my proper handwriting. Overthinking 101. 4 pages of that. So yeah, this is my idea of analog. I don't want my phone to be full of stuff. I don't want my phone in my face all the time. Now, I see a lot of people at the moment getting dumb phones, and I get it. I do get it, but at the same time, I kind of need my phone. I've got my banking app on it. I've got my shopping app on it. I've got Amazon on it. If I'm tracking deliveries, I don't have a tablet. I don't watch TV. I don't have a laptop. So my phone, I kind of use it, but I use it like a Swiss Army knife, taking off all the social media apps, except for YouTube. Obviously, I love my YouTube. I love watching YTPC. I love watching the old dude, Richard Fobbs, the guy who looks like the mad professor from Futurama. He's hilarious. And the guy that made a cup of tea bag as well. I like your videos. I do. But yeah, so this is my analogue. I sit here in the evening with my pipe. And I think that this is a good way for slow living. I don't think fast paced life is sustainable. I really don't. For me, anyway. This video was going to be completely different. I'm actually waiting for a new pipe to arrive. Apparently it's coming from Germany. It's going to be another week, so I'll have to wait for that video. I'll do an unboxing and first smoke. But yeah, so let me know in the comments. Is books for you? Is journaling for you? Maybe you want to start journaling, but you're too scared. You think, oh, it's like a diary. I want to keep a diary. You don't have to keep anything. Your thoughts can just be absolute waffle. Absolute waffle. And then at the end of the day, you can just chuck it away. You can organise your thoughts. You can put them into what you want. If the missus texts you and says, pick up some milk on the way home. Milk! Yeah? Like this, I've made that pen loop out of some duct tape. I found just, just find things as I go along my day. And then look, get milk. Yeah, it's a whole page of just get milk. Why not? Got it. Oh, look, my McDonald's order the other day. My favourite number. But this is how I live. I'm not all about random dog walks in the middle of forests and marshes. This helps calm me. This helps relax me. I do have 2 book recommendations if anyone is interested. First is The Monkey and the Way of the Zen. Now these are short little stories, probably 10 minutes long, about a monkey, an anxious monkey who suffers with worry and guilt and anxiety. And he goes to visit a Zen priest up in the mountains. And each little story is something for you to think about in your day-to-day life and how to avoid negativity. It's an incredible book. I obviously can't recommend this enough. That is my mantra. But my second book is this. A man called Olive. Now this is fiction. This is by Frederick Backman. Swedish, I believe. Incredible book. Incredible. Couldn't recommend this enough. This is about an old man who is fed up with life, he's grumpy, he's miserable, and he wants to die. Until a young family move in across the way and help him realise the beauty that is life and how much more he still has of it. And the author he writes to men. It's not a love story, but there's love in it. But it's so for a grumpy old man in his 50s, 60s. I think he's 80 in the book, but it, God, it's so good. I won't ruin it. I won't ruin it. But that's the good thing about books. They take you somewhere that your imagination. You could read this book and be a completely different place. You could picture him a completely different person. I mean, just they take you to worlds that Netflix couldn't. You know, my diaries as well, my journals. These are my thoughts. No one's coming to take these away. I haven't paid a subscription. They're not going to edit them and gaslight me into thinking that they're wrong. You know, they could be I can put this in a drawer, and in 50 years' time, my grandkids could read it and go, "Wow, Granddad was a right fucking waffler, wasn't he? Babbled on." So yeah, this is my analog life. These are my possessions. These are what I will take with me. And it's later. I think that's my food timer. My dinner's ready. Peace. Have a good evening. Have a good week. And I'll see you on the flip side.